Is Bill Self full of it for wanting the polls to decide the NCAA champion?
I love this so much that he wants this bogus title. I love this story for a number of different reasons, not the least of which is this guy has been engulfed in federal wiretap stories, and now he's putting his voice on the idea of, yeah, I'm champion here. It's like Steve Spurrier. Steve Spurrier saying, yeah, I want the championship of that bogus league that we were just in that was before the XFL. I love Bill Self saying, give me that title. I don't care how many asterisks it comes with.
Yeah, so I looked to see if there was some precedent because I assumed that maybe during World War II that they might have postponed the tournament, but they had the tournament then. The first tournament was in 1939, which I found out that the Oregon Web Feet won. They were not the Ducks. I went on a great deep dive. They changed their names to the Ducks later on because there were some people offended by the fact that they were called the Web Feet because, wait for it, it's a derogatory term thought of for minors. So apparently the California miners thought that Oregon miners, they called them web feet because Oregon was such a wet and muddy place. So they went from there to becoming Ducks. And trust me, when I saw the word derogatory, I got nervous, especially when it is associated with Oregon. So I was pleasantly surprised to find out that they just hating on miners.
I would just like to send a shout out to all my folks in North Carolina because this Bill Self story hits a little bit different because of a little something called the 1924 Helms National Championship. There was some group called the Helms Foundation that gave out a national championship. North Carolina got the Helms Foundation Championship in 1924, but you have to remember that before 1982, North Carolina only had one NCAA championship. So they were claiming that Helms championship real tough. It has become kind of embarrassing as they've gone down the line because everybody knows that it's bogus. Something to remember about Kansas. In its history, Kansas only has 3 national championships. UConn has more national championships since 1999 than Kansas has entirely, right? Are they going to be the ones to try to grab their version of a Helms championship? That's what we've got here. But the best part, and we all know this, Kansas fans got mad at me on the internet for bringing this up yesterday, but come on now. You give Bill Self a 1 seed like he's got right now, a team that you think should be unbeatable, that is a team that will lose in the second round. Right? The better you feel about a Kansas team, the more likely they are to wet the bed and lose a game. So this, if they had been like 21-10 going in the tournament, I'd feel better about claiming that Bill Self championship than I would with them being the best team in the country.
Does the number 1 seed ever really win? Like, I rarely remember we have a number 1 seed go wire to wire and win the national championship. Like, I feel like UConn women's team does that, but the men's team don't do that.
I like the way you guys were already doing history with webbed feet and the Helms championship. We've got enough history here. We don't need to look back and